Well, I guess we're not going to the mill quite yet. We have a couple things to talk about. And I would rather not even bother, but we should. Especially since I went and wrote that line, that text thing. Let's leave the basement, the tavern, for now. And, yeah, I said, don't like this puzzle because you have to flip vertically. Turns out that's not correct. You don't have to flip vertically. Even though, actually, I did, like, check, but there's not too much information on Taiji, like, out there. It's kind of hard to search for anything and, like, see discussions about anything in particular. The Steam forums are fairly low-key, and that's kind of the only place that has any discussion about anything, I feel. I'm sure there's, like, a Discord or something. But I did have it explained, and while it does have a solution that makes more sense than flipping it vertically, I still have some pretty severe problems with this solution. So I do stand by what I said, but I did say it wrong. I did come at it wrong. So, quickly, what is the solution to this one? You're actually supposed to notice something that I feel is a little too difficult to notice, and that is this 1 pixel wide line that is in this puzzle, and then is in this puzzle, where it has both a vertical line and a horizontal line. And this is the problem for me. You're also supposed to notice these 2 lines. But you're not supposed to notice these lines. They have nothing to do with the puzzle, but these lines have everything to do with the puzzle. So it's kind of a strange thing. I wish it was a little more obvious that, like, if this, to me, this just looks like, you know, pixel art, like, shading, or, like, to show depth, that the painting is, like, indented, or embossing, or something like that. So it's a little strange. It just feels like an environmental detail, especially when these horizontal lines are just environmental details, and they're also just single pixel lines. So maybe they could, like, shift this line in a little bit, or make it not the same color as the frame, or something like that. But the thing is, you're supposed to notice that, like, in this one, I guess it does make sense that, okay, going down, like, that was what I thought, going down is off, going up is on, and you have to think about it in relation to this line, because then, when you do, like, this line, it's in relation to that line, while you do this one, it's in relation to this line. You start from this line, and that's why, like, when you do this upside down one, you do start from this line, and, like, with this one, that's why it's, like, quote-unquote mirrored in that sense, and then it does go, you know, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, and that's why we get that solution. So, like, it is mirrored, but there's a reason why it's mirrored in that sense. But I also had to explain that it's, like, you're supposed to think about it in terms of going towards the field and away from the field, which I find a little less intuitive. That, like, why would this going towards the field mean that it's turning it off, and away from the field is turning it on? I don't know. For me, it makes more sense to think of up and down, but you kind of can't do that on, like, this one, because here's, like, yeah, how did you do this one again? Honestly, I'm not sure I really understand, other than just the flipping vertically thing. Now that I think about it, it does make sense for this one, the whole line thing, but here I'm actually not sure, because, yeah, this one goes down. I guess, like, just, you're supposed to think about it as, like, going down here, but then this one is now going... It's not going away. Yeah, okay, I don't even know. I just don't really understand this puzzle, I guess, and I don't really care anymore, honestly. Meanwhile, I got you. You've been pranked. It was all a hoax. Oh, I noticed the spiral. Why wouldn't I notice the spiral? I was just pretending to be dumb. Honestly, I think it's just, like, a thing where I did notice the spirals, and we did talk about the spirals back when I was doing all these other puzzles, and I was like, oh, spirals, that doesn't seem like it's gonna be anything, and I think I just, like, wrote it off subconsciously, just, like, spiral equals nothing, and then, yeah, I was convinced that because this has 2 starting points, I thought, even though it's one field, I just thought it had to be 2 puzzles somehow, not that, like, you can start on either one, but you have to end on the other in that sense, but, you know, it's just me being dumb on this one. And boy, has that happened a lot in this series, which is quite frustrating. I don't really have any excuses anymore. That's a pretty obvious one. Probably one of the easiest ones in this tavern basement thing. So, oops. Anyway, with that, I guess we can just move on. So now we have 3 out of 4. I did not notice anything amazing, some super obvious thing I was missing about the color puzzle up there, so that one I'm just gonna leave for now, and we will go to the mill and, like, actually try and do something else, because that is what I want to do, just something else, and yeah, I'll probably just get stuck somewhere else, I guess. So, this one, I did get a hint for, kind of, like, almost accidentally. Like, I did ask for hints, and people were very vague, but there was, like, something you could read between the lines, and that is the fact that, like, it is not trying to teach you a new mechanic about the diagonal lines. It is just the same as what we know. It's just, you know, I tried every way I could think of to have each one of these in one individual shape that would be the same when rotated, and it just didn't seem possible. That's why I started thinking about, like, okay, maybe this is trying to teach you a separate rule that, you know, if they are in the same thing, like, now I can't do it here, but, you know, like, the same shape, then, yeah, I guess, like that, exactly. If they are in the same shape relative to another one, they can, like, pair up, and that would work. But no, that is not it. So, just to, like, this one is like, the same, and the only difference is this one is, like, flipped, and yeah, that's really it. That's the only difference, is this one is flipped. So, I guess let's just try and work through this again. We'll see. Otherwise, we have other puzzles to do here. So since these are marked, we now know these have to be black, and these have to be white because of these two. And then we have to join these up into groups as well. And I guess that's the problem. Like, we can have them join up in the same group, I assume, if we do something like this or whatever, because now they are in the same relative position. Like, this does rotate into this one. We can check that, right? Yeah, like, that actually does work. They can be in the same area as long as they're in the same relative position so that they can be rotated around to match each other. So, if we do that, then that means we have to do this. And that means this one has to be added as well, which means we add this one. And we either need to add this one here or remove it. So I mean, let's add it, I suppose. Wait, no. Does that... No, that causes issues, right? Yeah, we can't add this one. If I do add this one as black, that means I have to add it here as well, which we can't. So this has to be on, which means this has to be off, and this has to be off. Yeah. And then this tile, wait, this tile has to be on, because it's, like, mirroring these, I guess, and this has to be off. And this has to be off. And these last ones, I guess I just exclude them? There we go. Okay, yep. I mean, I just didn't think you could do that, basically. I just didn't see a way to have them in, like, separate groups or the same group in the same relative space, so... Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, just coming back to it after a while sometimes just works out, I suppose. And yeah, I did have some hints as well. So we had some stuff here we could do. Yeah, I guess I'll try this out. So we know this one is marked, or like black, and we know this one is white, which means this one has to be black as well. And then this one can't be black, because if it is, then they are not in the same, like, position, relative position in the shapes. So this has to be marked. And then this has to be marked. And now we get an extra here, so that has to be marked. And these have to be black. And now we have to add this one in as well, right? Because we can't add this one in. And we need to have them in the same... This has to have a body. So that has to be marked, which marks these tiles. And I think we just add these in black, because they can't be white. So we get this kind of thing. Like that. And now we can, like, cut these off. And there we go. Yep, okay. That's a neat one that you can just work through. Same here. So this has to be white, which means this has to be black, and this has to be black. Same here. So it's the same kind of starting base, but now it seems like it's going to be a little trickier. Because, like, you want to, you know, add these in and these, but you can't do that because then we have to do that. I mean, I guess that could work. And then, like, this goes up here, this goes up here. But then what do we do about these ones? Because, yeah, then that would be marked. No. Oh, yeah, no. This already can't work. Because they can't be mirrored in that sense. Yeah, this is already wrong. We can't do that. So how do we get these to pair up anywhere? I mean, if I do like this kind of thing, that does work to begin with, but now I have to add in another purple here, and the only one we can add in is this one, right? Which then adds this in. And I mean, I guess we can do this kind of thing. But then what do we do about these ones? Yeah, that's also not gonna work. Wait, no, it is. Wait, no. Damn. It almost will, because, like, we could leave these out if I could just separate them into twos. Oh, yeah, this... Wait, oh, yeah, we can. Right, yeah, because this has to have the same shape, so we have to cut this off, and that, conveniently enough, pairs them up. Oh, really? Oh, I see. Only completing 2 opens this door, and then completing 4 turns on this puzzle. I see. And what's this one about? I don't know which one I should try and do. I guess we'll start with this one. So, we have 7 of these. Okay, that's odd. 7 diamonds, which means one of these 2 has to be paired and the other one can't be paired, and yet they must have the same rotational symmetry. Okay. Which means this one is, like, off limits. We can't add in these in the same area, because that would mean we have to add this one in, and then we're left with an odd number of these. Okay, so we know these have to be in separate groups. Yeah, so it seems like we have to add in this one. This is like the only one that works, because everything else would just end up being a symmetrical thing. If I do this, then that does work. And then we just, like, do this kind of thing? No, not quite. But just that. There we go. Yeah. Man. Yeah, these are cool. I like these. Like, I guess I'm just, like, in the mindset for it or something. I shouldn't have said that, because now I'm gonna get stuck. So once again, we have the same thing. Same thing again. Ooh, and yeah, how can we add... How can we add one of these into one of these without the other one adding one in? When it's, like, symmetrical like this? I guess by rotating it, like, we can have this shape, and then this shape would work. But that doesn't work for the other two, but it is kind of close. Wait, oh, yeah, that doesn't need to be black. There we go. Yeah. Neat. Oh. Hi. Let's do this one. Same deal here. This has to pair up with one of these two. Most likely this one, right? So, I mean, like, if we do this... Oh, I see, but yeah. Yeah, I see. The problem here is that now we need to have this kind of shape, and we can't go down anymore. Aha, okay. So how do we join this up with this one without adding any tiles below it at all? It's not like we can go all the way up here. Can we? No. Yeah, that doesn't work. If this one is marked... I don't know if it matters if it's black or white, but if this one is marked, we have to have these black because of this one down here. And same for, like, these two. We can't have these in the same group. Nor this one. These can't be in the same group. And yeah, I don't think it matters if this is black or white. Like, it's gonna end up being the same way either way, since there's no locked tiles. Like, it doesn't matter. If this one is black, then everything else that ends up needing to not be with it will have to be white, and vice versa. So, like, that shouldn't matter. We should be able to just start like this. The question now is, like, we can't just determine which one of these will end up being white or black. If either. Not like they have to. We could just do this kind of thing, and then they're done. This kind of feels like another one of those, what was that puzzle? The one that I had a hard time with like road signs and diagonal lines, where the trick was that you couldn't do this or you couldn't do this. You had to do both at the same time so that you would get, like, symmetry that worked. It almost feels like that kind of thing. But that doesn't work. Maybe I can't do this one. Maybe I should look at this one instead, even though it looks very intimidating. It looks extremely intimidating. We only have 2 pairs of diamonds. Oh god, I see. Oh Jesus, we have to, like, split this entire thing in 2. Because these are locked, we have to go into this one. So, like, it's like navigating a minefield in a way, I guess. We can pick up, like, two orange on the way if I want. But it has to we have to make sure it's it's symmetrical the entire way. Like that kind of thing. And like I could do this, right? Wait, what do you mean? Oh. Ah, right, yeah, because these are orange, and they have to be in the same group. Well, yeah, they do have to be in the same group, because these have to be in the same group. So we can't hit any orange. Yeah, exactly. So it is just avoiding the minefield. So the only way we can do that is by passing through this purple. So now we know we need to have the purple within this line. And then we can't go up here, so we have to go this way. But now there's more flexibility. So yeah, like we probably do that to add in the purple. But no, we can't really do that, right? We have to use this one, which is right up here. Because otherwise, if I take this one, that means we then, like, lock this off, and then the purples can't be separated. Yeah, so we know we can't go for this one. We have to go down to this one. And oh god, how do we do that? Like, I have to do something... No. I wish there was a Control-Z in this game, where you could just undo the last move you did, or, like, the last sequence. That would have been nice. Yeah, we have to, like, avoid this. Like so. Then we can go down. Then we have to go 3 steps over here. And then we have to go down 2 steps. And then in... like that. 1 more. And then down here. Like that. Right? Now that is correct. And now we just have to separate everything. Holy hell. Well, we just have to separate everything. That is quite a lot easier to say than do. And if I add in anything like this, we have to make sure to add it on the other side as well. So yeah, like here, this one needs to be marked. Which probably means we have to... Oh no, yeah, we can't do that. Uh-oh. Yeah, isn't this... What? This is just like... This is just a goner. I think maybe the overall shape is wrong or something. I guess... No, we can't go down here. Oh man, yeah, I felt good about that to begin with. Let's redo it quickly again, one more time. So yeah, we have to go down, and we have to go in here. There's no way we can use these tiles, because they're up here. So we have to use this tile, which means we have to use this tile. And we have to use these. Yeah, this looks guaranteed to me. And now I guess it's no longer guaranteed. We could, like, join up like this, and then just make sure to do this kind of thing instead. We can do that. That also works. Uh-huh. And now, can I split these up instead? If I add this one, it means I have to add that. This might look a little more promising. Split that off. We can do like this kind of thing. Oh no, wait. What's happening here? Where am I, like, missing one? There's an odd one. In this group. Oh no. Aw, man. What do I do about that? oh god, it's kind of late. I guess I'll have to end it off here, and then we'll just continue this. I'll restart it again, I suppose, and we'll continue this next time. This one is cool, though. I like it. Like, it does seem very, like, step-by-step, but there's a few, like, dead ends along the way, or pitfalls, so yeah, we'll try it again next time. But hey, not completely burned out on lines, so it's not going too terribly. We'll see how long that lasts. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.